Okay, so we have question number 4. So what is the quotient property of logarithms? Okay. I just read the statement given by the junior tutor first. So the quotient property of logarithms states that if the arguments of a logarithmic divided function divided, then you can rewrite the logarithmic function as two logarithmic functions of the same base where one log function containing the argument in the denominator is subtracted from the log function containing the argument in the numerator. So basically, let's say we have a condition. Uh, Two numbers are inside this log operator, and like a is divided by b. Then we can convert this in the form of log a minus log b. And yeah, so this property basically is an indirect application of the product property of log. So um, um, so basically what we can do, we can write a into b inverse, and then we'll use the what was the property was product property. So we can write log a plus log of b inverse. Then again we can use one property in which the power of this number comes out from the log and it is multiplied with this. So it becomes log a minus of log b, because this minus 1 comes out from the log and it is multiplied with the log itself. So this was a short kind of derivation, but it can also confuse you. So uh, instead you can just go with this one only. And so we can also use the opposite of this. So basically if we have the condition where we have the if we have any condition where let's say log of some number is subtracted from log of some another number, then we can combine it in one single log. So I can just write like this. Let's say log of um, 10 by 100 by 10. Let's say log of 100 by 10. Log of 100 over 10 will be, by using the property, I can write log of 100 minus log of 10. Now note one thing, that I am not writing the base of the log here, because I am taking the base of the log as 10. If it is something else, if it is natural log, then I'll be writing ln, or if it has some any other base compared to 10, then I would be writing that number itself. But here the base of log is 10, and I think log of 100 is 2, and log of I'll just use my calculator. So log of 100 was 2, yep, and log of 10 is, I think, 1 on itself, yep. So this will become, on the RHS we have log of 100 which is 2, log of 10 which is 1, so this will become 1. And here again I can just do the division itself, so it will become log of 10, and I know that log of 10 is 1, so 1 and 1, so LHS equal to RHS. And yeah, again we can, if we have been given with this statement, we can just use the property and we can convert it in a single log, and then we can do the division and we can obviously get the answer. So let's say one more example. For one more example, I have log of let's say x square minus 1 equal to, sorry, not equal to, minus log of x minus 1. So I can use this property, and this whole term is treated as a single term only here. So this will become log of x square minus 1 over x minus 1. Then what I can do, I can just split this term. So I'll use the property a square minus b square, which is a plus b times a minus b. So this 1 can be written as 1 square. This will become x minus 1 times x plus 1 and over x minus 1, and we can just cancel this, and the simplified form will be x plus 1. Yeah. So I guess again for this question we have, like, we can go the definitions are endless, we can go anywhere. I just say that the solution given here was correct. So correct solution. Good work.